Well, the hail that is August is back, and the temperature is not that high. It's just the humidity that's horrible. It was really bad earlier in the day, but with a few clouds in the sky, and it sort of tempered the sun a little bit. Well, I've sort of gotten ahead of myself again. I've gotten more stuff started when I hadn't finished the other part. I planned to panel these doors, and I still do, but now the paneling for these doors is underneath this 2-inch sheet of Formular and a couple of more sheets of plywood. And these are pretty heavy. These are half-inch sheets. They're better than the 3/4 inch I used. Well, not necessarily better, but lighter than the 3/4 inch I used to create the floorboards or underlayment. But it still means I've got some work to do. Now, basically, what I need to do is, you can see right now I'm sitting in the back door, and you can see the front. And I've got to get some new chairs. Those chairs are comfortable enough. They're not really safe. I guess I need something that'll protect me from anything like a whiplash, to the degree anything will. And but I need to not have that view out there, and that's what this is for. I want to use this sandwiched between a couple of sheets of plywood. And I was thinking about getting the fancy clear stuff without the marks on it, or without the all of the I don't know, warnings and everything on it. But that would have cost about $20 more, and it's not really worth it to me. I really don't care about the aesthetics of how the van looks board-wise. I do want it to look neat and together structurally, and then I'll probably do some, minor painting or something hypoallergenic. Since I've gotten older, everything either makes me sneeze or makes my sinuses clog. So I'll put some of that hyperallergenic, I don't know if it's going to be oil or what on these boards. Once I got them up and in place, just to, I guess I give them a little sheen. But basically, I just want to create a surface that'll prevent, any of this plywood contents from flying up in the air and giving me issues, since I'm in a very tight space. All right. And this is serious insulation here, R10 and a 2-inch thickness, and that is what I want at the front, because as almost everybody knows, I'm going to tint the back windows here, with limo tint, and probably even the side windows on the barn door limo tint. But the front, you can't do limo tint in the front. You can't even do a dark tint. It's because it's against the law. I might be able to get a slight tint on the side windows, but because there's no tint, there's no protection. There's not as much insulation up there. You're basically sitting on top of the engine. So this is going to separate the driver's compartment from the living compartment. So that's basically why I bought this. I'm just going to sandwich. This is either half-inch plywood boards, and I'm going to sandwich those 2 half-inches between 2 inches of this Formular 150. All right, that's basically where that stands. Unfortunately, the paneling I will use for the doors is now underneath all of this stuff. So when I get a chance, I'm going to drag this out into the garage so I can find a position to cut it. And as I've been telling you a while, I usually cut this during the work day when everybody is basically at work in my area, and that way I can make a couple of 3 cuts and know I'm not annoying anybody. Alright, that's basically the status of the next step when I skip the previous step. But the doors aren't going anywhere.